Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester. My name is Junior, and today we're going to review Mattel's Masters of the Universe from New Eternia, the figure Kobra Khan, and finally the snakes have arrived. This is what I've been waiting for in the Masterverse. I've always been envious of the Origins line, that they have so much of the snake characters in their lineup and none in the Masterverse line, but finally we get Kobra Khan and we get maybe previews of what's coming, other figures that might be coming. I don't know, hopefully, because I really do want more of an expansion from the Snakemen in Masters of the Universe. Let me go ahead and take it out of the box and we'll take a look what's going on with the figure. Alright, there he is out of the box, and whew, I tell you right now, I guess just as just to get rid of it out of the way, it is going to be over 12, the value on this one. I'm thinking 13, maybe up to 14. But let's take a look at what's included with the figure, right? We have a staff that I think we've seen before, a gun that I think we've seen before, a splash effect. I guess this would be the replaceable hands, which are claws, and they are articulated claws, so that works. But isn't this like, oh, only one is articulated? No, they're both articulated. Okay. And then this one, which I did not expect and I have completely forgotten, is some sort of a cowl that you can put on the snake, which is absolutely love, right? So let's take a look at the snake details. Oh, look at that. Is that? No, it's not a glass eye. I thought it was like a glass overlay on the eyes, but it's just paint. But well done on that. Look at that face, though. Oh, I think that's... You know what? What? That is some sort of glass on top of it, because that is an actual paint that's supposed to be lower. It's supposed to look like that. Look. Wow. I know this is a misprint. This is better. That's an actually clear overlay on top of the eyes. This is an emblem that's on top. Some detail going on over here. Really nice back. Rubbery. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. This is really, really cool. Snake on the belt. Here he is. You know what? I just can't wait. Let me just go ahead and replace this. So it just plugs in like that. So what is this for then? I think that's the different chest emblem. So this is removable. Yeah, it's removable if you don't want to have that snake emblem in there and just make him plain, which is really cool that it gives you that option. I actually like the chest and the snake emblem. And then this, and then why does it have, oh, articulated jaw? What? Oh my god. You guys can't hear my brain ticking, but it's like the number for the value just keeps going up and up. Okay, let's talk about the let's replace the hands. I actually don't want to use the claw on this one. I feel like the hands are better than the claw, but the option is there if you want to replace it. It's kind of stiff, right? No, I like the hands better. For some reason, the hands are more menacing to me. It's a humanizing thing. I'm not sure if I'm put off by the change in color, but there is a gradation of darker green here before it goes completely green. And then the gun, snake here design, and then you plug it in. This is the first effect that we've had on a gun, I think. You know that switching back and forth on camera angle is gonna get really annoying. All right, so articulation wise, well, we've seen there's an articulated jaw. Amazing. This kind of limits the movement on the head, but it's still pretty good. Down is really well done. Nothing on the up, but I think if you remove it, it's a slight increase. I'm going to be displaying it with the hood. We all know the articulation of this one should be good. Going up, bicep retained in the male version, double jointed on the elbow for the male version, in and out for the wrist and all around. My joints these joints are always stiff. You want to loosen up with heat by dunking it. A straight cut on the waist and a bowl cut on the upper part of the torso. And weirdly enough, the male do have a better range when it comes to the torso twist over there. You just gotta be careful with this one. Much better in the back than the front, but much better. It's kind of unfair that they did so many changes on the female buck, but the males retain the same thing. So all the articulation that Masterverse originally had is retained throughout the whole thing. I really like this sort of pearlescent green effect going on in the paint. We still have the thigh cut over there. It does have a drop down joint on the pelvic region. Double jointed knees, and again mine is really stiff. Articulation at the boot cut, going down with the ankle like that, going up like that, and a rocker. Okay, feels like this review is going to be really quick. It's pretty much solid in terms of like the quality or what I'm getting with this one. Oh, look at that, it's just like an attitude that he's got. So I already knew opening this up that it was going to be higher than 12. I was going to put it at 13, but I was like, even at 13 I was rocking between 13 and 14 because of the hooded part. So I know it's 14, but is it going to go 15? Well, here's the thing. I did not anticipate the clear overlay in the eyes, so that this actually changes a little bit in terms of how it looks on you, in terms of the angle that you got going on. I didn't anticipate the articulated jaw as well too. I'm gonna give it a 15. Value 15, base price of $22. This is a great introduction to the Snakemen Kobra Khan, and now I'm start with the best. That's all I gotta say. It is a really cool figure. It's even got an infinity loop made by a serpent as well. I'm really excited to see what else they have going on for the Snakemen, and it's a really good introduction to the line. So it's still $22. I don't know if Masterverse or Mattel has changed their pricing yet to follow Hasbro and their G.I. Joe, but Mattel's Masterverse has always been lower than G.I. Joe. So at $22, $24, I can still rock it. I can still get almost every figure they have. Like at $24, $25, I'm still within the 75% figure of anything that they release. I'll probably get 75%. At the $27.95, which is what's happening with Hasbro and G.I. Joe, theirs has gone down from getting almost everything at 85% from $24.95. At $27.95, it's gone down to like 35%, 30% of whatever they release. I'll probably get. So yeah, the higher the price range is, the lower the probability or the market range I'm willing to purchase from their lineup. So unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And like I said, I think my limit is 30, so they can put on figures for $30 for their base figures, but that 30% will probably shrink down to 5 or 10%, like the rare occurrence that I'll follow Hasbro in that price range. Anyway, that's it for my review of Kobra Khan, a very good introduction of the Snakemen into the Masterverse line. I highly recommend it. Very interesting figure. A lot of good surprises, I should say, in the figure. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys on my next review. Bye.